All right, and I'm not saying all of them will be right. For some people are really, with all the emotional intelligence in this world, Chairman, some people are quite difficult to deal with, but you will try. You will try your very best. If you get that right, that's it, success, which is why we're all here today. So I'm not going to bore you with too much, remarks. Like I said, I'm going to jump there, but I really want you to take from what all of the speakers have said, abuse, pain. I hope it was a very passionate talk. I gained a lot from it. Emotional intelligence. You do some of these things, but you don't even know, what name it's called. You don't know that's what you're doing. And I think, by God's grace, I think I have a bit of that, and I think that has helped me a lot. So with MedPlus, it wasn't any magic science. I was just a regular person. I didn't start with a lot of money, but I knew that, I wanted to go somewhere. I was going somewhere. In fact, at the time when I started, there were no chain stores at all. There were no chain stores. And I used to go to Obalinde. If I have to tell you the stories. I don't know, how many of you know Lumaco in Obalinde? Lumaco Chemist. It's a small kiosk. It's, just, I don't even know if they had a pharmacist at the time. And each time, I had just had my kids. I had, my older son was 2, and my younger one was 1. So I would take them to the hospital. And on my way to the hospital, I would see this Lumaco Chemist, looking dodgy and funny. But I would see really nice cars, Mercedes, all the best cars parked in front of this small-looking, not so professional pharmacy. And I wonder that why are people coming all the way here to buy medicine? When at that time in BI, there were no pharmacies. Even in Ikoyi, there were no pharmacies at all. So that's how MedPlus began. In fact, I used to buy, my seed stock used to be from Lumaco. I used to go there every day to buy. I'll go buy. They didn't know I was going to be selling because I probably had a lot of children at home or something like that. And that's how MedPlus started. So I want you to enjoy this conference today. Forget about any shortcomings you have, all right? You have to be very patient, whatever it is you're doing, very persistent. I know persistence is very necessary, especially in this world today, in this environment. And then make sure that at least before leaving here today, you take something from all the speakers. I know we still have a full day. I'm even learning, I've been taking notes. And please write something down. I know I'm very old-fashioned. Whether it's on your phone, whether it's on your... Note something down. If you're like me, I forget a lot of things. So I always have to recall. That's my own way of noting things down. Get a lot of things down and make sure that you put something into practice. They're saying these things, everybody's passionate about it, but you must not leave here today without taking something away from here. Thank you very much. They're very beautiful women.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Without very much ado, I'd like to invite, I call you Yeti Williams. Mr. Yeti. Okay, Lagos Moms. Now, we were introducing Lagos Moms before, you were like, eh? So I'm a mom, right? And Lagos Moms is totally amazing. I always want to find a place to, if I say dump wouldn't be a good word, right? But to occupy my children, right? During the weekend, or just a family-friendly place. And someone told me about Lagos Moms, and I Lagos Moms, okay, LagosMoms.com. So I typed it up, I'm like, see this correct website. Anything you possibly want to do as a family, you have support groups with how to be a mom, everything was there at correct website. So this is the person behind it, and I'd like her to just take the bow. Go ahead. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope I'm not too short. You can see me behind. So, as she mentioned, Lagos Moms is it's a community I started about 6 years ago. And it started because I call myself a Google warrior. So when I became a new mom, I was always going online. I would Google, I would research how to do this, how to do that. I used to argue a lot with my mother and mother-in-law. So, when I had my first child, she's now almost 12, the doctors told me we didn't need to give them any water if we are breastfeeding exclusively. But you know, for my mother and my mother-in-law, they were like, what are you saying? You should give them water. So that was like one of the first areas of arguing. And I found a lot of answers online. But what I found was there was a huge gap. A lot of the things I was finding online weren't speaking to me as a mother in Lagos, in Nigeria. If I want to buy shoes, I'm not going to suddenly travel to London. I want to find out, is there a store locally? And mind you, I started before Instagram was a thing, before Facebook was really even what it is now. So it was a really kind of crazy novel idea. And I'm sharing this story too because what we've been talking about today is really important. This emotional well-being, the ability to follow your dreams, the ability to trust in yourself, that there's a reason something is on your heart. So once it's placed there, what can you do about it? So you look now, it's almost 6 years later, the community is over 80,000 followers. It's major. And when I sit down sometimes and look, I'm like, wow, who would have thought that there was a community waiting to find themselves online? So that's what we try to do. Like, we're literally a support system for dumping. It's fine. You know, for asking questions. Everybody would say that technology is a huge problem, right? Raising children in this digital world. We are all parenting against Siri, against Google, against something else that wants to tell our children what should they do. They are bombarded 24/7. We all say we are busy in Lagos, we say the hustle is real. But if you are not there, and Google is waiting, somebody is feeding your children with information, right? So I think it's important not to hide behind, oh, we're so busy that we are not doing what we should. So my own topic is really about motherhood and not losing yourself. When I tell people that being a mother and a wife, they don't complete me, sometimes they look at me like, what are you talking about? But does motherhood complete you? Does being a who completes you? Yourself. So before you put them in our culture, and it's not just Africa, but our culture, we are all striving to, when you finish school, the next thing is to do what? Marry. When you get, they'll spend more money on the wedding that they'll give you to go and start a business. But that should be that big hall, 1,000 people, up to today, I've been married almost 15 years, people still tell me they came to my wedding, I didn't see them. Because the wedding was so big, right? But it wasn't my decision. Parents decide we are going to show up on your wedding day, right? So when you get married, you have the child, you have the girl, what's the question? You have a boy, what's the question? You started a job, what again might they ask you? Promotion. Are you traveling? What are your children just continue to pile up? It never ends. So if you see motherhood or being a wife as a means to an end, this is what I need to achieve. When you get there, what happens is sometimes women achieve these things and they're like, but why is there still something kind of missing? I'm glad you're all answering because I've been amazed at how many people feel like this. And when you feel like that and you tell somebody, they're going to think, now, wow, aren't you even thankful? Do you know what I would give to be married? Do you know what I would give to have children? So that makes you feel like, wow, maybe I'm the one who's ungrateful. Maybe there's something wrong with me for wanting more. Right? So losing yourself is just hiding behind a mask, not being able to express how you really feel, not continuing to pursue what your own dreams and goals are. And guess what? Because life is in seasons, it will always change. What I was interested in doing when I was 21 is night and day from what I'm doing now. But what I had along the way was being a very teachable person. I think somebody mentioned it earlier, I think it was you, about how you must have an attitude of wanting to learn and, continue to push yourself. So I want to talk about 4 things, because I think there's a lot to talk about. But I want to talk about 4 things that I think if we address it seriously, let's enjoy her beauty. What are 4 things that we can really work on and take away? When I listen to, I won't call it attention issues, but I get very bored very quickly. So when I'm going through stuff, especially when I'm speaking, I try to ensure that you can itemize and say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. What are the things I'm taking away? So that's how I also speak. So, before you get married, there's a whole conversation we can have. Know who you are. How do you know what your passion is? How do you know what your purpose is? What are you predestined for? Nobody is here. It's not a mistake that you are born in this time, in this country, at this point. It's not a mistake we are from Nigeria in Nigeria. Everybody cannot Brexit. Everybody cannot move to Canada. Right? So we are here. It's not a mistake. What are we going to do about it? And then as mothers, you know, our children pick up what we do, not what we say. Right? I'll say it again. Our children do what we do, not what we say. So if you are an unhappy person, you feel unfulfilled, you are feeling there's something missing, what are we passing on to the children? They are picking up those vibes. They are picking up those vibes. So what does emotional well-being mean for a mother who doesn't want to lose herself? Number 1, self-care. And I don't want, I'm sure we've all seen the hashtag self-care, self-care. But if I ask you, 2, 3 people in this room, what is your self-care regime? I'm not sure we can answer. So what does self-care really mean? It means you take time to distress, to decompress, to not ignore how you are feeling. We've learned about emotional intelligence today. And when you get home, if you're a working mother and you get home from work and you're stressed out, is it your child's fault? It's not their fault. Yes, you need to pay the bills, but did they ask you to go and get that job that makes you wake up at 4 a.m., get home at 11 p.m.? Is it their fault that on the weekend you must go to every one bed? Or decide that weekend is where you go and spend 4 hours in the salon? Is it them? So, self-care for me starts with saying that what are the things that stress me as a mom? What are the things that put me in a place where I'm not giving my children the best of me? When I know what those are, I can take the steps to ensure I don't get to that point. I don't get to the point where my emotional tank is empty. So that means, what are some of the things you can do? You must rest. You must have the right relationships. Right? I do connect the dots. Who remembers that? Don't connect the dots books when we were kids. You know, I'll just sit on the floor and do it. And color. You don't know how relaxing it feels to just do something for you. Not a play date, not a birthday party, not a family gathering. Me, I just want to sit down for 5 minutes, connect the dots, get up. It's like I traveled. And I'm like, hey, how was school today? So tell me. So self-care is also not feeling guilty. I want to really discuss this guilt matter. If you're a 9-to-5 woman and you're earning money and can pay all your bills and do everything you want, what do you feel guilty about? Thank you. Not being at every school play, right? The stay-at-home mom who then has all the time to be at every event, what is she feeling guilty about? Thank you. So can you see how no matter what camp you are in, you are letting guilt rob you of joy? I say guilt is the biggest thief of joy. When you are feeling guilty, you can't achieve anything properly. So self-care please start in your mind. Get rid of the guilt. Don't feel guilty doing things that make you feel happy. And I knew I had grown when my husband said, "We like enjoy." And how does it work? What is the support system? The best person you can be. Includes friends, it includes technology. I'll explain why I say that. It includes anybody you need in your circle that will help you achieve everything you want to achieve. I say technology because I believe that it didn't take one person to have a child. A child needs both mother and father to be involved. And I know we are in a culture where if a man is too involved, they can say, don't you have work? Or woman rapper. Whatever, we have all these connotations. So what I do is I use technology to help my husband. School plays, PTA, all those things. Guess what? I put it in his calendar. So it helps because what would they know I'm busy. But if the beginning of the term. When I get they give you the plan for the term now, most good schools that are organized well, and you build it into your calendar, it's easier for a man who's busy to plan around it. Even if he doesn't make 100%, he will make quite a few. And then it's gotten to the point now where he feels uncomfortable if he can't make a school activity. So my point is we can be strategic about this thing. Support system is a husband or a spouse. Obviously, I'm talking about situations where it's a mother and father home. There are many other situations that that's not the case, and that's the reality. But for people who have a mother and father in the house, it's not one person's job. So I would say a support system is really getting the people around you who can truly help you, and that can change. Sometime this week, I had to pick, while I was even rushing hard, what the time is, I try to do school pickups myself as much as possible. I create my flexibility around picking them from school. You know why? You learn so much in that window when you pick a child from school. From their body language, from their face, the questions you ask, you know what has happened that day in your child's life. So, but the other day I had a couple of things to do. I couldn't pick them. The nanny had to go somewhere. So when I could have either been overwhelmed, like, oh my God, how am I going to get this proposal in by this time and do this and do that? But I just paused and said, support system, what can I do? So I called a sister a sister-in-law who was in the area who could pick my child. So that took care of what? School pickup. Alright, I needed to get 20 minutes to work on this particular project without being interrupted. I turned everything off. So I'm just giving practical examples to say you can either be overwhelmed or say, okay, I have all these things to do, but alright, let me chunk it down bit by bit, and how can I achieve what I want to achieve? And then I want to say the last thing in support system, please, tear the tape. Superwoman or Superman. Can we all just, let's tear the tape. We are not superwomen. We are not supposed to do it all by ourselves. I don't know where that lie has come from, but it has seeped in, and it's messing with our minds because we feel so guilty when we can't do it all. Then we feel like we're dropping the ball, oh, we're not good, I'm not a good mother, why am I feeling like this, why can't I? So I say, just tear it. So me, I'm not superwoman. I don't claim to be. I ask for help when I need it, and I don't feel guilty about it. So we've done two so far, right? Self-care, get rid of guilt. Support system, really build one that works for you. And your support system will change based on the season you are in, right? Then the third one I want to talk about is don't ignore your goals and dreams. So this comes directly to the heading, motherhood and not losing yourself. Do not, before you became a mother, you had ideas. Abby? Yes. You had ideas, you had goals, there was a fire in you that even made maybe your spouse be attracted to you. Then you get married, you start wearing boo-boo. You start stuff, you don't want to go out again. Hairnet. I think scarf is even better than hairnet. That hairnet is. You stop going out, everything is the children. Oh, the guy comes back from work. Oh, do you know today? There was a time I stayed at home for 18 months. I said never again. I can't be a stay-at-home. It's not for me. Interestingly, that stay-at-home period was when I started Lagos Mom. But I took time out of work because the kind of work I had didn't allow me to give my children the attention I wanted. And we lived very far. Traffic was horrible. I just said, you know what? I can't go back to work right now. I'll stay home. When my second child starts school, I'll go back to work. As God will have it, that was the time I said, you know what, this Lagos Mom idea. Why don't I start a community for mothers in Lagos? Boom. And I'm somebody, if I see something, I'm like, I don't believe in failure. Everything is a lesson. I will try it. I believe in pivoting. I read a lot of books about all these people. They don't have two heads. Alibaba or Jeff Bezos. They all started from somewhere. They all pivoted along the way. So also, what are you feeding your mind with? You can either watch Zee World all day, or you can read some really good stuff that feeds you, right? What was I saying before I got there? Your dreams and goals, yes. So it's very important not to ignore those. You get married, like I said, motherhood and being a wife, they do take a big chunk of your time. That is the reality. You can put your dreams and goals on the back burner, right? So there's a difference between packing it that because in this particular season, maybe you have twins who need you. So that might not be the time to start a business, let's be honest. However, it doesn't mean that you might not eventually get to that particular dream. Along the way, you can still be doing stuff to be building your mind about what you want. But I think what happens is too many times we ignore everything, we put it on hold, we pour everything into motherhood and being a wife, which is, they are very great. I mean, they are blessings that a lot of us want. And when we have it, we shouldn't downplay it. But then that's not all we're about. That's not all we're about. Because what about the person who's not married yet or doesn't have children? Does that mean she shouldn't have a life? Do you understand? So I think it's very important that what I'm doing now for business, I mean, as my work, I love to write. I used to write storybooks when I was in primary school and secondary school. I found a box of them recently. But I felt I had to be smart. I had to show I was smart because my brother was hot. So me, I was sure I was smart too. So when I was picking my subjects in school, I picked science. I mean, hello, I don't know why. I picked science. The first thing I dropped was biology because I hated it. The second thing I dropped was chemistry. What I loved was physics. I loved things making sense. But then what happened was I was then a weird student. It was like, well, you're not quite science. You're not art. What are you? My mom started studying law. I said, God forbid, it's so boring. No disrespect to anybody, but for me, I was like, nah, I can't do law. But my point is, do you see how what I'm doing now is back to? So please, when your children have any interest whatsoever, let them explore. Let them explore. Whatever it is they like to do. My son likes to take apart computers and devices. The regular parent can say, what is wrong with you? However, what I said is that's how Bill Gates started it. It's about, so we pick the things he can take apart. When a computer is condemned and we know it's condemned, alright, you can take this apart. The other day was a fan. But do you see that that's a child that's curious? He's taking things apart and with excitement he's coming and saying, wow, look at the components. I'm building a future, I don't even know what, but all I know is that I must nurture that. So same thing with us. Let's not ignore our goals and dreams, you know. Life is in seasons, so there are times some things have to be packed, but I don't think we should ignore who we really are. And then the last one is accept your reality. And I think we've talked quite a bit about that. I think Choma mentioned that too as well. And the trauma, that was a fantastic session. Accept your reality. But in accepting your reality, you are not a tree. You are not a tree. So if you don't like where you are, you can make a move. You might not know how to make the move, but identify I want to make a move and then figure out how. I don't think about the how first. I think about the what I want to do first. Then I look for the how. And maybe I'm cheating a bit because I'm also an NLP practitioner. Hello, high five there. So I understand what it means that your future is yours to build. What has happened to you in the past has happened. Don't ignore it, deal with it, but you can move forward. So I say accept your reality. And part of that accepting your reality for me is for mothers, I am busting this myth that work-life balance is possible. I know it's not the popular comment, but it's not possible to do everything at the same level of priority at the same time. Something has to give. And I think when we embrace the fact that sacrifice is part of life, but you have to own what you are saying yes to, so that you are able to say no to the things you really want to say no to. Does that make sense? Say yes to the things you actually want to, so that your no's are actually the things you really want to say no to. What do I mean? Every time you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. The no can be sleep, right? The no can be, what again can be no? The no can be anything, and there's no good no or bad no. The point is you say yes to something, you say no to something else. So work-life balance, something has to give. I've left a good job before because I wasn't seeing my children and it didn't work for me. But hello, I'm also very financially disciplined. So I had saved enough money that I could take that decision to say, you know what, I'm going to stay home for this period of time. Life is about consequences. So if you spend all your money, you don't have a runway to lean back on. Some of the decisions you want to make, you can't make it. And when I got the next job after that, you know what I told the CEO in the company? I don't even know where the boldness came from. I said I have very young children and very hands-on mom. So I need a job that gives me flexibility. They said, wow, we've never done that in the company before. I said, well, I put it on the table. when the offer came, they said, would you like to be a consultant? And what that meant for me was I didn't go to work 1 day a week. But then those 4 days I was at work, I didn't have time to faff around. To ensure that there was no, but no, we gave her 1 day off. Great, even at the perfect timing. That, I didn't want anybody to feel that I was taking the piss or I was, not living up to the flexibility that they gave me. So in that particular season, I was the consultant and I still did, and I made sure that the work was tied to KPIs, and I delivered. So there was no excuse. But then that way, my Friday, that was my day off day, you can't phone me. You actually can, unless it was an emergency. And you might say, and it was a big company, so it's not like it was a big company. My point is, I don't think as women, we explore the chances to make changes, to ask for things that work for us. There is nothing wrong with asking. What's the worst that will happen? But what if a yes was waiting? You would never have found out. So for me, those are just 4 things that I would like to say. We're taking it away, self-care, build a support system that works, don't ignore your goals and dreams, be realistic about the seasons in life, but don't ignore them, and find help when you need to. And lastly, accept your reality. And that means saying, where am I now? What is working? What's not working? What do I need to change? And please, tear the cape. Tear the cape. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. In fact, I don't know how to even emphasize on the thank you for it to be enough. Thank you, the chairperson, for your talk. In fact, I don't know. Thank you, Mr. Okoye. In fact, I don't know. Thank you, in fact, I don't know. Everybody, I just don't know. Okay, there's so much. We've had so much, and we still have so much coming. We are yet to hear Dr. Basil Ogbano speak. We are yet to hear Princess Latifa speak. We are yet to hear the sponsors talk to us. We are here with loads and loads of things. So if something is telling you in your mind somewhere that you have to go, no, not yet. We still have the interaction sections to come. So you have the opportunity to ask questions, and then you also have the opportunity to, we have a time for networking. You can get the details from our speakers. So lots of things. So in fact, Pride Women Conference, I tell you, that is beautiful. So we're going to do something because we've been sitting for too long. She said that she wants to get her quote, so I have to give her a quote. Okay, yes, your quote service. Are you ready? Okay. This is a funky one because you're a funky lady, yeah? Mirror, mirror on the wall. I always get up after I fall. And whether I run, walk, or have to crawl, I'll set my goals and achieve them all. Yeah. No serious. Yeah, a strong woman looks a challenge dead in the eye and gives it a wink.
Wow.
That's a beautiful one. Alright, so let's try and do something. I thought we've been sitting for too long. Let's stand up. Let's stand up. And well, Didi will have me. Didi knows how to do it. So if you do it well, am I the judge? I'm good. Yeah, you are the judge. So if you do it well, you will hear from her, right? So we have things from Zenith. We have a copy of my book as well. You can get it. So let's take our legs. We're not going out. Let's go out here. Please, let's do it down here. So everybody, let's stand up. Why is this sound so low? Yeah, increase the volume. Yes. Low. I don't know why it's low. And the one that is going to win all the gifts, so please, let's do something. Yes. What about at the back? Oh yeah, I see you. All right. Madam, number one. How far?
Really?
Fine, Mama.
Very fine people, please. The five people she has appointed to.
Fine. I really do, I didn't you. Come now. I'll get. So what else is it? We know. We've been coming here.
Yes.
They're telling their own back yes now. No, because of winter. How big around there? Yes.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, we are deeply honored that you took time off your very busy schedules to be here today. Beautiful, wow, Chineke, Ndema. All the beautiful ladies in this place, give them love. Oh, wow, I do. See here, for my emotional well-being. Yeah. Emotional intelligence.
Yes.
I better go. Emotional intelligence, Chioma. I better come take your plot now. Madam Chairperson. One day you go take know somebody. Now come take your plot. You dey go to Black Beauty. If everybody, anyway, my afternoon speakers are here and my audience is here. We are not going anywhere. But after this, we go outside. There is plenty to eat. There is plenty to drink, and we are going to run through very quickly now with our speakers so that we can have refreshments, network, visit the stands, and just make sure that this is well worth our time coming. And you see, we also then, Madam, you are making me talk too long, but the two of you now come take your place so the program will run on. Where are these over there? Where are my assistants? Joke and no, that's this is so, you know, I'm always very partial towards very beautiful women. And our chairperson today, Ijelo Abekongo. Pharmacist, please, Pharmacist Dr. Bakri. I know you're a very busy person, and we are very grateful for your coming today to share this occasion. And as I say, it's better than late than never. Now we know each other in person. I hope, you know, me as a businessman, when I want to talk to somebody, they refer me to PA. I say, which time for me to be this? I know everybody is busy. I deal with everybody directly. So, madam, she's very busy now, but me. My sister has been very, very generous. Out of the blue, I say, come share this occasion. Say anything for emotional well-being. I did there. And from the way she spoke to us, are we not? Did we not learn from it? Did we make any mistake chasing her? No! We thank you, my sister. Remain blessed. Remain blessed. Remain blessed. And when we come on here again, though, don't forget us. She is now an ambassador for emotional well-being. Sincere appreciation to pharmacist Mrs. Jocket Battery for your invaluable contributions to the 2019 Pride Women Conference as the chairperson of the occasion and your induction as an emotional well-being ambassador. You are very, very welcome, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Chioma Okoye. I have to do this right too, so that she knows I learned about emotional well-being. My mind don't come down. I now know how to relate. So if I go say thank you, I say, my dear sister, I'm very grateful that I got an education. And I learned something. And I now know what my wife has been eat along. That I should manage my anger. That I should know that I should not be wasting that my energy on that person. When they know you, loss of emotional intelligence. God bless you for teaching me something today. I don't know about you guys though. But for Chioma teaching me a big lesson today, which I will never forget to. It is well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let us be in the middle. So we are very grateful. So, my black beauty, step forward, I beg. Okay. Mom, mommy, make I do and correct. Mommy, come forward, please. Lagos mom, this community you are building, very valuable. And thank you for coming. We appreciate you. A big round of applause for Are you leaving me?
Thank you. I can back every for you. I'll be in fact.
You know you are my love.
Please,
So thank you, Lagos mom. Thank you very much. No. I beg you are still my love. Stay here, but she's my Indian love. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy today's talk? Yes. You know, one thing, since we started this conference 3 years ago, one thing that I've always loved about it is that our speakers come here and they don't form. They talk to us as it's from their experience and from their heart. And may God continue to give us speakers who will come and tell us how it is. Don't tell us, it's so fine. Okay, voila. Life is rosy. For your honesty, for your deep, clear education. You know, when we started this conference, I didn't know Namibia go dey teach you. I thank all my teachers today. I've learned a lot, and I hope you've learned a lot, for being such an honest and for speaking from your heart and sharing your painful experiences with us. God bless you, my sister. The truth is that you tell us, if anybody tell you your own wahala, you go say make you carry your own wahala, go make I keep my own. Thank you, Al. Thank you. Not only are you a good presenter, speaker, educator, you are a black beauty. So we are now about my gentle giant, fellow publisher, Exquisite Magazine. I know why you chose Exquisite as the name of your magazine, because you're an exquisite lady. Woo! Okay, so you work on your fine. We go deny them. We thank God for you. And you know, when we got hold of my sister Timmy to talk today, and she said, emotional stylist. I said, oh, you say, not be my first thing to style you. Oh, and did she style her emotions or didn't she? May God bless you, my sister. Continue to fly the flag. With your beauty and your intelligence, teach us, we will learn. And we will reach the limits that God has ordained for us. It is well with you and all of us through Christ our Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for us in the middle. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going into the last session, and I'm sure our speakers will stick to their 20 minutes or less. But from while they have been speaking, we know that we are going to learn a lot from them. Is Sterling Bank ready before we move on? No. Sterling Bank, please come up. After Sterling Bank, Sadhguru, 3 minutes so that my brother, yes. So after they have made their short presentation, my brother Basil will come and tell us about my wife, my well-being, my wealth. Oh. I want to listen to this one. If the Lord come and stand by you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols do observe. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. I'll start with a short story. Martha is about 26 years old. The most she has is secondary school education. She gets married, and for the next 8 to 9 years, she doesn't have a child. Eventually, she gets pregnant, and then she delivers. The child is a stillborn. She has another baby. She has another pregnancy. The child is also a stillborn. She gets the third one. The child is a stillborn. And her husband decides at that moment that I cannot deal with you anymore, Martha, and sends her out of the house. Now, Martha is a full-time housewife. She doesn't have any income except what she gets from her husband. She does not have any children, and she is a vulnerable woman. And Martha is depressed. And at Sterling Bank, we always say the best protection for any woman, and I say for man too, be it a man or woman, is to have a little money of your own. Something you can fall back on at any time. Because the rate we've been having a lot of vulnerable women in the society is really alarming. And what's even worse is that this emotional well-being, there's a thin line between it being drawn to you having money and you not having money. Poverty is a big part of it. When you don't have anything you can fall back on. And so we did a survey in Nigeria last year to about 80 professional women, working class women, and we asked them so many things about their life. And then we asked them a particular question. You take care of the husband, you take care of the children, you take care of the home. Who takes care of you? Out of the 80 women we asked, none of them could answer that question. In fact, some of them busted into tears because they realized for the first time in their life they have not really been doing enough for themselves, emotionally and financially. So if something happens to them tomorrow, that's the end of it. And we also found that there are three biggest fears: the loss of a spouse, the loss of a job, or a sudden ailment. Diseases do not show on the face. For all you know, you could be carrying something right now and you don't know. And that was their biggest fear. So we knew from our research that every woman wants protection. And that is just our simple message today. Your 5,000, your 2,000, putting it together, it makes sense at the end of the day. And that's what Sterling Bank One Woman Proposition is all about. It's a bouquet of offering for women where you could come in, open an account, you have different things you could benefit from. You have a customized card that gives you discounts at certain outlets. You get 2% discount on loans based on what you're asking for. You also get subsidized capacity building. We found out a lot of women want to do business, but how do you start a business? Do you have to register it? A lot are doing business, but they are using their own personal accounts to run the business. And you want to get funding at the end of the day. It just might pose a problem. So we found out that there's also need for financial literacy. It's very, very important for a woman to know how money works, for a woman to know your net worth, for a woman to know, oh, if I invest in this, how will this help me to generate income? So we offer free financial literacy programs as well. So you can feel free to step up to our stand, engage us, come on board. We will organize free financial literacy programs for your organization, for your association, for your women, because the gender gap in Nigeria is widening. For the men, they can easily get into a bank and get funds. But for women, it's even worse. It's even worse because they don't know exactly where to begin. A woman came the other day and said she wanted 2 million. But what she could access could not go to 2 million. It was just about 300 or 400 naira. 400,000 naira. And she was angry. But after we sat her down, we told her, look, this is how your money works. This is how you are going to do it. We gave her 800,000 naira. Guess what? She started with the 800,000 naira. In the next 3-4 years, she was accessing as much as 4 million. What does she do? She's an hairdresser. She's into beautician. She's into beauty and aesthetics. So we see women, we teach you how to grow organically. A lot of what these people have said today have been patience, emotional well-being, and things like that. And this is extremely key for women. The gender gap in Nigeria as of last year was 20%. As of this year for women, it is 26%. It is widening. And we need to start doing this immediately. So for the girl children, for the women, financial literacy is key. We at Sterling Bank believe that people should not be vulnerable, especially the women. We are not a gender-biased bank, but we believe so much in the women folk and we invest in them. Thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to taking your questions.
Sorry about that breaking transmission. Okay, we're going to welcome another sponsor presentation. Satguru Travel.
Satguru Travel.
You have somebody, okay. Please, let's do that. I'm not tired.
Thank you, Judge. Good evening, everyone. I represent Satguru Travels. We are proud to say that we are the only travel agency which has originated from Africa. Though it is an Indian country, though it is owned by an Indian, this is the only travel agency which has started the services from Africa. We are present in almost 53 countries of Africa, and we are the largest, I'm sorry, and we are the largest destination management company in Africa, and we are present in other countries also, probably 84 countries in the whole world. I'll not take much time of yours because there have been very interactive session happening, though I'm not related to this, but then I want to announce that when I came here, I just thought I am into some odd function, to be very precise, because I was not relating myself here. And to be very frank, I am a little busy. On a daily basis I am very busy. I don't find time to think about it. And I have left my wife in India, and since I have been here, I just got 15-20 minutes to understand the situation, and I feel very proud that I have been supported by my wife, and I am very thankful to all the ladies who are very supportive to their families, because men usually they go out, they take all the responsibility, but then that will not be of much use as long as they don't get support from the family.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to move on to the next speaker. Okay, I'm going to read this briefly. He is the Chief Executive Officer, Managing Director of Second Coming Nigeria Limited, a liquefied petroleum gas company with offices in Lagos and different parts of Nigeria. He is active in various business ventures. He is the Vice Chairman of Abgam Energy Limited, Vice Chairman of Greenfield Integrated Energy Service Limited, Director, Chairman, Chartered, so many, and like I always, and he's a pastor. Like I always say, I'll leave him to talk, and you will be the one that will give him the accolade. So I would like us to make welcome, at least men, make welcome, men and women, Dr. Pastor
Thank you. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I want to say big thank you to the organizers of this occasion. And I'm happy personally to be here today. And my prayer as a pastor is that that vision will never die in Jesus' name. I expected a better amen. Don't mind me, I will mix it up with church because I am a pastor from the of fire. Amen. So when I say amen, don't be offended. I'm used to that. By the grace of God, my topic says, my wife, my well-being, my wealth. Before I read two places in the Bible for you, I want to ask wives here, do you know you are the wealth of your husband? And it's only when you provoke that wealth. When we talk about wealth, we're not talking about money. We're talking about what we call success. And I also want you to have on the back of your mind that this thing we call marriage is instituted by who? By God. It's a spiritual issue. So I want to go to Bible, Proverbs chapter 19, verse 14. And I will read from here. House and riches are the inheritance of fathers, and the imprudent wife is from the Lord. From who? Okay, that is Proverbs 19, verse 14. I want us to read Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4. The Bible says, a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband. Is a crown to whom? To her husband. From the place we read, another place that says that he that findeth your wife hath findeth what? Favor. Favor from who? Many of us run after politicians, local government chairman, governors, commissioners, because you know if you can find favor before these people, that your life will change. Am I right? Now, what if you find favor from the Almighty God? I came from a polygamous family. My father married only 6 wives. Only 6. I happen to be the 16th child of my father and the 7th from my mother. And you agree with me when we talk about cancer, it's a small sickness, a small disease. When we talk about polygamous disease, anybody that survived polygamous disease is only if there's favor of God around your life. Now the question I want to ask is, if finding a wife is a favor, I'm talking about those that actually find a wife, not a woman. Why is it that some people will marry after going down in life? Is it the fault of the man or the fault of the woman? In as much as I don't want to do brief for women here, I want to say to an extent, let me put it in percentage, 70% of it is from men. There's something Bible says in the book of 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7. It says, husband, honor your wife so that your prayer will not be hindered. When prayer of a man is hindered, it means the heaven is closed. And when your heaven is closed, no matter the effort you make as a man, you will not go anywhere. After, from a harsh environment, in terms of family background, not until I married my wife and I find a favor from God, and my life do what change. And you see, like I said about polygamous family, people are wicked. When I was about marrying my wife, I prayed and prayed, and God said, this is your wife. One of my stepmother one day called me when I came home and said, he want to tell me something. Now this girl I want to marry, use your juju to hold me. And if I doubt, he can take me to the native doctor that told her. I said, I would like to go. When my mother had a quick, my mother shouted, I said, Mama, do not worry, I will go. Even as a child of God, I followed her. Because I want to use the opportunity also to preach the gospel. We got to the native doctor place. He started his incantation. He told me that the lady used to do to hold me. But there's something can be done. I said, no, like I want to ask a question. What is that lady using to worship that juju? What's like the sacrifice? Is it dog that is killing for this juju? Is it cow? Is it what? There's this fowl. I don't know what it's called in Yoruba. We call it abdicate in Igbo. It has colors, very scarce. You say that's what that girl used to kill for that juju every 3 months. I said, okay, I'm okay. I can now go. He said, no, there's nothing I can do. I said, I don't want another thing. What I want to know is what she's using to sacrifice for that juju. Because that juju is good for me. I got home. I took my mother back. She was already angry that I followed my step mother to her. I said, Ma, where can you get this far for me? I need it. So I will give it to this girl to continue to hold me very well. At the end of the day, by the grace of God, I married this lady. Unfortunately, she's not here today. Bible says something in the book of Genesis. Now when the light appears, what happens? I experienced that word of God. Maybe she came into my life. Darkness do what? Disappear. And the light do what? Take over. I don't know for my brothers that are here that are listening to my voice. I want to ask you a question. Your own life, do you see a light or darkness in your life? Why is it that your own life is not moving forward when you have a wife around you? I want to make some comments to that. Bible said, honor our what? Our wife. Many of us doesn't honor our wives. Many of us does not know how to tap from this thing we call marriage. Every morning we do morning devotion in my house. We pray with my kids. But after that, when I dress up to go out, and the door as I want to step out, my wife will come and call me. I will start praying for me, my husband. As you go out this morning with your leg, you will come back with your leg. My husband, the prayer of our Lord says, you give us our daily bread. My husband, as you go out today, the Lord will give you our daily bread. My husband, as you go out today, enemy will not see you. My husband, as you go out today, anywhere you go, you will be favored. That word, favor. How many of us as wives here praise for our husband? When I understood the power in a wife praying for husband, any project I'm doing anywhere in this country, I'm a pastor, I believe in prayer. There's power in it. I believe in the man of God praying. There's power in it. But I believe more on prayer of what? A wife. Anywhere I want to lay foundation to build a house or build a company, I will go there first with my wife. She will hold me by my left hand. With her left hand, she will lay her right hand on the ground and say, my husband, as you lay this foundation here with your hand, you will complete it with your hand. And there's little the project I started that I did not complete. I don't know about you. If you're not here, there's any project you started and it didn't stop. I'm not putting to you as a question first. Did your wife pray for you? Wife, I'm also asking you, did you pray for your husband? Did you pray for your husband? Let me tell you, after the strength from heaven, the next place a man draws strength is from where? From the wife. If you miss that part, you will just be walking like an elephant and eating like what? Ants. Like I was introduced, I'm the managing director of Second Coming Nigeria Limited. It's a gas company. I know most of you may be aware of what happened in our company last year, where there was fire incident. Personally, I was in the company that very day when the fire started. I was inside by the gate. Our company was actually attacked. Somebody came and opened the glass. while we were trying to control the situation, we invited the fire service. They already knew there was no fire then. Until somebody that was refused to stop. We were passing, the guard had reached outside, caught fire. It started from the gate. I was inside. The fire was coming like this. I have two options. I have one option to enter that fire and go out. But if I go in, it's so close that I will die. If I enter that fire, I think there's 10% possibility that I will leave. And this is a decision I need to take in less than 1, 2, 3, 5 seconds, not minutes. I was between life and death. So the only way is for me to enter that fire to go out. Whatever happened within that time, so God made it glory. But before I do that, I remember something. I did not pray God save me. I did not pray God that I will not die. I remembered my wife. I said, God, do not make my wife a widow in young age. Immediately I prayed that prayer. And he will continue upon me like a strength, like a wind. I entered that fire. I crossed that fire. Yes, when I crossed, fire was burning my clothes. But that fire did not touch my body. And I'm sure that why I was alive today is because God, it doesn't because of me. He doesn't want to make my wife a widow in young age. And I remember that morning when I was going out, my wife prayed a prayer for me. Say, my husband, as you go out with your leg, you will come back with your leg. And the God answered that prayer. When we talk about wealth is not just money. The greatest wealth you have in life is peace. If you see me 2 days ago, you check my weight, and you check my weight today, I will lost up to 10 kg because my wife traveled. She won't come back in the next 2 weeks. Only God knows what will happen to me in that 2 weeks. It's not a laughing matter. If you are a husband here, you don't honor your wife, you are wasting your time. I'm a pastor also in Mountain of Fire where we believe in deliverance. There was a day in Prayer City. Prayer was going on in deliverance ground. A time came, a word of knowledge came. There's somebody here, a word. For you, you are fasting, but you are just starving yourself. See, unless you go home and make peace. You are suffering and not even started. After that section, there's always time for counseling. A man walked up to one of our pastors and said, he said, that word of knowledge is for me. And I asked him, what happened? He said, that the wife prayed one bad prayer for her one day, and it seemed that that prayer is working. I said, what happened? He said, there was a day the wife was preparing tea to take. The man walked down, they were living in a new place, walked down to the dining table and saw her putting the water, 1 spoon, 2 spoon, the 3rd spoon. He shouted at her, how can you take teaspoon to drink a cup of tea? I don't blame you. When I was coming to marry you in your father's house, I didn't see empty cup of bonfire. Talking so whether there's something inside. And truly, the lady came from a rich family, but she was the light that was made for that man. The man was not rich when he married her. And then, heaven opened for this man. And he really said it, unfortunately, in holy anger, The woman said, I'm not drinking again. The man brought her back and carried that tea and poured her. Immediately poured that tea on her. That lady went on her knee and raised the cup of that bonfire. Because you did this to me, this will be the last bonfire you buy with your money. And that prayer came to pass. That man became so poor, so wretched. That when you see bonfire, you say, this is not like something I need to know. The man, my wife, my wedding, my wealth. So what happens when my mother was dying in 2017? She lived long, died at the age of 90. I was her last born. I was with her in the hospital. He said, my son, I will soon go. But she's happy that she's not leaving me alone. And now asked me, do I realize that she has never called my wife by her name? And I said, yes, I don't know. But if you have not done that, tell me the reason today. He said, because when I brought that girl to her, the first day to show her, the husband told her that that is my second mother. That as she go, after that very day, any day she leave this earth, I should stop calling my wife by her name. Or being always in public like this for you to understand what I'm saying. I call her my wife. I should address her and take her as my mother. How many of you are mother to the husband? How many of you? Marriage is from heaven, and anything from heaven is the truth. Our general overseer used to tell us something that all know. Marriage makes 80% success or failure of a man. People like us that are fortunate to marry our own equal, according to my mother, my own mother. God forbid if I drop dead today, I will say I'm a successful man. Not in terms of money, but in terms of marriage, in terms of peace, in terms of understanding what marriage is all about. The sweetness of what? Marriage. I don't know how sweet your own marriage is. And also I don't know how bitter your own marriage is. But the point there is that whether it will be sweet, whether it will be bitter, final state is in your hand. Is in your what? Your hand. How do you handle your wife? How do you handle your husband? If you have not been praying for your husband, know that there is no anointing of man of God that will change certain things in his life unless you come in to act as the wife. Every day I'm going to a place that is very difficult. My wife must do what? Pray for me. And when we pray, God will always answer. After the fire incident in my company, the government, because of competitors writing a lot of negative things that time, shut down that place for almost 1 year. There's a program I used to do about widows and the less privileged. We have to do it in December 16th. We normally buy clothes like a crown, rice, and give to widows, less privileged in our region and our community. That morning, I told my wife that she was going to buy those clothes in Lagos. That morning, she told me that she did, where she bought that clothes double of number we used to buy. And immediately she bought that clothes, there was a big joy in her life. She was rejoicing, and all of a sudden she woke up, and it was a dream, and she knew something is about to happen. He said, my husband, no matter how things are difficult, that number we used to buy before, we will double it today. I said, no problem. I don't have particular situation. But that's her prophecy is like word of God in my life. What I did immediately is I went to took my card, I gave her my card. Go and do what? And buy. She told my brothers and sisters, she went to Lagos. She called me and said that she just finished buying it. They are packing the clothes for her. As we were talking, a call was coming to my phone from the State House. I said, somebody is calling me from the State House. Let me pick the call. I picked that call. The voice said, I am calling from the State House, from the office of the Chief of Staff. Can I come to the State House right away? I said, why not? I will call. And I went there. And the man said that on behalf of the governor, that they are sorry for delaying opening my plant. So now all the people that were standing by them, I said, go with me, go and open that company. That's how Second Coming came back. And that's also go back to our name. Second. Why not say it loud? Second. There's power in the second coming of our Lord Jesus. And no power can stop it. My prayer to everyone, because I'm a pastor who ran up with prayer, is that anything that belongs to you, that the enemy is holding. Bible says something in the book of Acts of Apostles chapter 16 verse 25 and 26. He said, Paul and Silas were praying and they singing in the prison. About 26 says, suddenly and immediately the door opened. My prayer to everyone here under my voice, that suddenly and immediately, whatever that belongs to your enemy holy, they will lose the whole in the name of Jesus. I say amen. I say suddenly and immediately. If there is no peace in your marriage, the Lord in heaven will restore peace in the mighty name of Jesus. I say suddenly and immediately. Anything that will making the enemy to ask you where you are going in your marriage, the Lord will intervene in the name of Jesus. I pray for somebody. Anything that you remember before coming to this place, and you feel dismayed or greatly afraid. As from this minute, when you remember that thing again, that thing will not be afraid of you in the name of Jesus. I pray for somebody that God that touched my marriage will touch your own in the name of Jesus. As the Bible says in the book of Genesis, that when the light appear, the darkness disappear. I pray for you as you go home today, you will go home with the light of God. And as you step your feet in that house, the darkness will disappear. And the light of God will start shining. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Somehow daddy is here, mama is here, somehow they will help us. Even if we don't get the questions answered here, they will be able to get the questions across to them, and probably you leave your contact and you get the answer. Okay, so let's move on. You see, I won't say the last, but then as it's coming to an end, it's like the fire is building up more and more and more, that we should not even close. But in fact,
let's keep. I want us to grow very fast before we leave this place. Fast in a good way. Okay. So I'm going to quickly introduce. She is the managing director and chief executive officer of Ravissol International Limited. She is an esteemed and influential fashion diva. When she came in, I noticed that. Who studied design from the very great hands in Paris, France, as a student. Right. She also holds bachelor's and master's degrees in international law. Right. So you can all join me to make welcome Princess Latifa Wurola Momodo, as she calls. I need to make a brief information. Sadhguru Travels, the gentleman that was speaking there that was really overwhelmed. Okay, so he, right, has been blown away by what he heard here today, and he said, you know what? In August, between August 9th and 13th, I think we have a Muslim holiday then, on 12th and 13th. He said he's going to grant at, he said the same cost that they get it for, he's going to grant for all women trips to Dubai and Johannesburg, and they're not going to charge anything on top of what they get from the airlines. So they're like, you know what, all women are going to this conference. I should announce it to them that they're going to get, if they want to go on holidays to Dubai or Johannesburg, it will be on them, as in, not on them, as it won't be free, but basically it will be cost to cost. Yes, highly discounted, cost effective. All right.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am so honored to be here, and I'm so impressed even with the situation of this country. All the ladies are looking great. Clap for yourselves. This is a true life story. Two friends, very close friends. One day, one discovered that she has cancer, and she didn't know how to tell her friend. She kept it from her friend and was suffering. And when she started doing research to look for where she would go for healing, somebody gave her a doctor's name in America and decided to go there. And it was time to tell her friend, because she kept it from her friend for 8 months. And she invited a friend to the house and told her to come for lunch. And the friend came. When the friend got there, she started to cry. And the friend said to her, "Why are you crying? You invited me to come and eat, and now you're crying." And she said, "I have something to tell you. I have cancer." And the friend too started to cry. And she cried, and the friend said, "Why are you crying so much? I'm the one who has cancer, not you." And she said to her friend, "I have cancer too, I hid it from you." And they both cried, and the other one said, "Okay, for keeping it away from me, I forgive you." And the other one said so too. And she now told her that she was on her way to America for treatment. And she told her friend, "Can we go together?" The friend said, "No. I'm going to stay here. You go to America. I'm going to do the spiritual thing the other way here." And the other one left to America. She had a first surgery. She had a second one. And when she was going for the third one, she knew she had no hope, because the doctor told her she had only 1 month to live. And she called a friend who stayed back in Lagos, because her friend was not going for spiritual lessons, where she was going in for meditations, because meditations has a healing power. Most people do not know her. And the other one went, she called her friend, and they both cried again. And she told her friend, I don't think I'm going to make it because the doctor said I have 1 month to live. And the other one said, why? You don't have faith? Where I go to do my meditation, I have faith. They tell me to always have faith in everything I do. And I'm beginning to feel better because I was down for many months, but now I'm beginning to feel better. So the other one went in for the operation and never came back. She died. And when the friend heard it, she said, I am going to be alive. And she was going for meditation and meditation lessons that really helped her. And she came back to herself. She began to live again. She began to get well. And when she went back to do her test, and they saw that she was progressing. That's just a story to tell you that meditation is very important in our life. Very, very important in our life. Most people do not know. It's not only about praying. You can meditate when you wake up in the morning or in the afternoon or before you go to bed. Meditation helps a lot. Even it heals terminal diseases like diabetes, cancers, a whole lot. It really helps in our lives. So a lot of you should begin to do that. There are lessons, the classes where they give meditation lessons. It's all over in Lagos. You can connect to do that. Because a lot of people are depressed in Nigeria because of the situation in the country. So when you go spiritual, because meditation is spiritual, you connect with your God and you begin to get some healing power and you'll be well, you'll be whole. Certain things that you won't get because a lot of you believe only in going to churches and praying, maybe mosques and all that. There are more to that. Even when you meditate, you connect to God. So, number one, it helps a lot. That's meditation that I'm talking about. That helps a lot of people. And I think you're going to take note of that. Apart from meditation, there's another one that's yoga. Yoga is an old practice connected to spirituality of your well-being. It gives you a very broad system. You never get ill when you go for yoga classes. It is very, very useful. I used to do that a lot before I was given a title. It's taking much of my time because I'm a spiritual person. I have the healing power that God has given to me, and I'm using it to touch people's lives. So yoga is very important. It helps in our lives. You should do yoga, and you see, when you try it, you see the difference in your life. I know some couples who are not living healthy. They live in the house, but they don't talk to themselves. It's been like that. I met a man who told me, I've not been talking to my wife for 6 months. When she wants to give me food, we don't say good morning. She puts it on the table, and she leaves there, and I go there to eat it. We don't greet. And I said to him, is that possible? How can you be living like that? That is not life. You're not living healthy. And I advised him on what to do. And he registered for a yoga class. I think he was the first to make the first move. And he went home, talked to the wife, and they started attending the yoga class together. So it can really help you. All those yoga class, well-being, and your life, depression. Like most people, a lot of people are really depressed in this country. That's why when you're outside, you're driving, you see that aggressiveness. People are hitting at you. Little things, just see someone insulting you, everything. But I always tell people, learn to keep quiet. Don't answer anybody. It's the situation of the country. And you see them out there, because if you answer the person, you come out and you start to fight. And you might end up killing someone or injuring someone. So So learn to calm down. When you do all these things, yoga classes, you're part of it, they teach you all these things. And you'll be so calm. And your brain will be calm too. And you learn to take things calmly by dealing with people so well. You know how the wisdom, you have wisdom to come to you. You'll be able to deal with people so well. So yoga is very important in your life. Another thing that's very important is prayer. I know that should have been number 1, but I decided to put it number 3 because I know people were expecting me to say that. Prayer is very important in your life. A lot of people pray, but they do not know how to pray. But they think they're praying. Because all you ask for all the time from God is material things. Have you said thank you to God for your life? Have you told him how wonderful he is? No, a lot of people don't do that. You just jump to it. Already you're blessed because God blessed everyone. But it's now for you to thank God all the time. You should connect to your prayers when you are praying. You need to pray very well. Know what you're saying. The words matter too. Because anything you say, if you're genuinely praying, God will answer your prayer. Prayer is very good in your spiritual life. It helps in the well-being, emotional well-being. And another one that's very important is learn to forgive. A lot of people don't forgive. You don't forgive because forgiveness helps you to live long. Do you know that? When you forgive, you live long. You worry less. You will love people. You will love your neighbor. And you'll be so committed to a lot of people that even when you go to work, you're coming, the first thing is you want to see your neighbor and say, hello, how are you? How was work today before you go into your house? Even your spouse in the house. When you quarrel, please, don't let it stay too long. You should settle it even that same day. Settle that quarrel. Don't let it exceed. And some of you too, when your spouse maybe makes a mistake, you keep repeating it all the time. You say it all the time, you never forgive. And that is not good. When you do that, it is not good for your health either. Because when you're bitter, you're angry with someone you live with. You should be happy living with him. And you should forget, because we are not perfect. Even you are not perfect. You make mistakes. We all make mistakes. So we should learn to forgive. And so that we can be whole and live long. And you will have peace of mind too. And that's another one. Then, apart from forgiveness, spirituality depends on what you believe in. Because spirituality is devotion to a religious group. It depends on what you believe in. Some people believe they go to church. Some people go to mosques. And some are connected to the spiritual life, like Buddhism, like I am Olokun. Some are connected to a lot of the other ones that are called Judaism and all that. So whatever way you can use it, we are all calling on the same God, and you can use it to connect with you. When you connect to any spiritual power you believe in, you can get this gift of healing from it. Most people don't know that. You can. You will know when some things are going to happen to you. I know people have taught, and they do that. When they're going out, the spirit will tell them, do not go out, because something is going to happen, maybe like accident or something. So they stay home. I taught a lot of people, you connect to what, that's your religion. Some people too, they see it in their dream. God will show them, direct their lives, how to move, and other things. There are a lot of things. You must be close to God. When you're close to God, you get all the information, all the gifts you want from God, you get it. You don't need to, you keep loving your neighbors, your spouse, your marriage will be very, very, your marriage will be intact. Nobody will come in between you and the man and the woman when you know what to do. So I love you getting close spiritually is very, very important in your lives. I want you to do that. I'm a spiritual person. I talk to people. If you need help, I'm a spiritual person. If you need help after the program, come to me, come and talk to me, because a lot of people are depressed. They don't know where to go to. They don't know who to talk to. They're ashamed to talk to some people. But please do come to me, and I'll tell you what to do. It is very important. You need to take that seriously in your life for your own well-being. Thank you so much. Thank you, Princess.
Okay, so we're getting more. The major thing that we're getting from everything that has happened today is talk to somebody, right? Be open. Make sure you get advice, get counseling from somebody. So let's not forget that. Okay, so let's welcome somebody from Reward NG for sponsor presentation as well. Let's put our hands together for him. If you have questions, please prepare them.
Thank you very much. Wow. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Lawrence Opako. I'm the CEO of Rewards NG, a new technology startup company in Nigeria where we have decided that we are going to add value to the way people consume different products and services. But before I do that, I want to thank the organizers of this program. It's been powerful. Personally, as a man, as a husband, as a father, I have been blessed being part of this program. And if you have been blessed, please put your hands together for yourself. And what baffles me most times when I come here, because we were here last year, is that you see a lot of powerful women talking to other women, telling them what to do. And if you look through it, you see that there's so much strength. If a lady can talk to another lady and they can understand themselves. Because we say it, maybe jokingly most times, that a woman's greatest enemy is also a woman. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Do you believe that? You may disagree, but unfortunately, this is not a gathering to argue. But that is a common saying that some of us know. Because those who are afraid of mother-in-law, who is mother-in-law? Those who are afraid of my daughter-in-law, who is daughter-in-law? Who is wife? You understand? So let me straight to my script. I am here to talk about Rewards NG, and I want to thank you for giving us that opportunity to come and share some of the new things we have introduced to the market since last year. What is Rewards NG all about? If you open to page 32 of the program, you will see a flyer there that tells you about Rewards NG. And I'm going to be very brief. The summary of what we do is that Rewards NG is a company that is connecting different people together to different products and services. These are not new products that you don't know or that you have not bought before. But the value we are bringing into this relationship is the rewards that we give you each time you buy or sell any of these products or services. That is where Rewards NG come in. Every day we buy things. We buy airtime, we buy power, we buy data, we buy groceries, we buy fashion items, we buy all kinds of things, buy drinks. When we buy all these things, most times they don't even know our names. You just buy, pay your money and you go. But through our platform, we have established their technology. Somewhere you can go, buy something, you will be known and you'll be rewarded for buying that same thing you buy every day, and nobody says thank you. What we do at Rewards NG is that if you buy any item through our platform, you not only get a cashback, but you also earn points that can give you a lot of non-cash rewards. Let me not talk too much grammar. Let me make it very simple. Today, how do a lot of us buy airtime? We go to the bank. We have a bank app, or we go to the roadside. But most people, I will expect, that are in this gathering, we probably have a bank app that they downloaded. They just go there, they want to buy airtime, and they do. What do you do? Let's say you want to buy 1,000 naira airtime. What happens? The bank moves the money and gives you 1,000 naira airtime. Am I correct? Good. Now, let's put that same transaction on Rewards NG so that you can know the difference. That same 1,000 naira airtime, if you go to Rewards NG to buy it, what will happen is, as you are taking your 1,000 naira airtime, Rewards NG will credit your wallet. That is if you are registered on the platform. You will earn some money for coming to buy 1,000 naira airtime. Is that good for you or not? Is that good for you or not? So you see, Rewards NG will reward you with some naira credited into your account, a wallet, an e-wallet that we have created for you at the point of registration. And that money will keep accumulating, and it will keep accumulating to an amount that you will decide to use to buy other items, or you can even decide that you want to withdraw it and use it for other things. Now, how do we do all these things? In Rewards NG, we have 4 key things that we do. The first one, we call it what? I buy. If you see me, I'm wearing something. You can see here. This is I buy. Are you seeing it? I buy. What do I mean when I say I buy? I buy means that if you come to Rewards NG to come and buy anything, I mean anything, you get rewarded with money and you also earn points. And that point periodically will redeem them to give you other awards. So for your airtime or your data or the DSTV or your power, your electricity bills you want to pay, or those groceries you want to buy, once you come and buy it, you earn a reward. Now, how do you earn a reward? You earn a reward by being registered. And where do you register? You will see page 32, our website is there. www.rewardsng.com. Once you go there, click on register, you put your email, put your phone number, put your city, I'm in Lagos, or I'm in Ibadan, I'm in Abuja. That is sufficient. The password will be generated and sent to you. And with that, you have your e-wallet where you can earn all this reward. Now, that is just one of the 4 things we do. We do 3 other things. And what are those 3 other things? We have what we call iSell. If you look at my other side, you see iSell. Now, for iSell, we have 2 categories. One, we have a lot of people here that have things to sell, true or false. Some of us are into all forms of business online. Now, we created a platform for you to bring your items to come and sell. Now, when you bring your things to our platform, you don't just sell your own things and make money selling only your own items. Anything you bring to the platform, everybody registered on the platform can sell it and you can earn money. Is that good enough for those who want to sell also? Yes. Good. Now, the second I sell is for those who don't even have anything to sell. That is the second category. You are a student or you are still thinking, what am I going to sell? Which product? These days, the greatest challenge young people face is they don't even know what to do, they want to do business. Before I started this, we were thinking, what are we going to sell? What are we going to do? So now we've created a platform. While you are sitting down there thinking, what am I going to sell? You can come to our platform to sell over 10,000 products and services that we currently have on the platform. So you don't even need to think. All you need to do is know somebody who needs what we are selling. Once you have your neighbor, your friend, maybe your relation that has a need for what we have on our platform, that is sufficient for you to sell and make money from the platform. So each time you sell to your friends, to people you know, we also reward you. We reward you with money, and it keeps building up. You won't believe in the last 4 years we've had to pay people a lot of money. Some have earned more than 50,000, 100,000 selling products on our platform without having one product of their own. Can you please put our hands together for that? They didn't have one product of their own. Okay? Now they have been selling and been making money. Now we told my time is almost up. So I'm going to run through the other one. Now we also have a program we call I Repair. Each time you refer anybody to our platform to either buy or sell, you earn money, you get rewarded each time they do that. Now, the last one is I Empower. We have a lot of students in school. We have a lot of housewives who are just there. They say a full-time housewife. They are taking care of their family. They like it, but they also need something challenging to do. So we created I Empower, and we have a partnership with First Bank through this card. Each time you earn anything on our platform, you can move the money out through any ATM in Nigeria. And through that, you can use it to pay your house rent, buy food, take care of your family, and do other things you choose to do. Now, on a final note, I want to invite all of you to visit our website. It's so easy. You just type it in, go to any browser, and you land yourself there. And once you get there, get registered. If you have any issue, my number is there. You can reach out to us, but we can assure you there will be no issue. Thank you very much for your time, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Reward NG. Thank you, everyone. All our speakers, we say thank you. But then, at this time, I would like to hand over to our daddy. All right, so daddy is here, so you will take over.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you learned something today like I did, if you did learn something, do please give a round of applause to all our speakers. Mine is just to thank you all. Because time is running fast, we just have to run through the program and then go to lunch. Because if we went to lunch, getting you all back in, our day. So now we can go and eat and enjoy and talk to each other. All of you now, I don't look on our face, eh? None of you is looking bored, none of you is looking dull. May your face always shine. Yeah. I love it when things go well. I want to thank my brother here. I went to a function, it was a church function. Even though he's a pastor in Mountain of Fire, he's a Catholic, a born Catholic. We went to a function together. And when he stood up and said about his wife, that his wife is his life, and Chineke God. I say, wow. We need to hear more of this. The men, the women must learn from people who are experiencing it firsthand. Don't oppress the woman by your side. You know, when I was growing up, I have two powerful women in my life. My mother and my baby sister. She's the last girl. Also, and I always wondered, when women say they are always mistreated, I say the women who I know they strong past me. Now true talk be this. And my father always taught us, rest his soul, to respect women so much so that if they love, they promise and say for her for mouth, I don't know, because I love her too much. I don't come and say, you must show me where they do that. As first of say, what they call it, I can't say you go tell me where they do that of Boko, make I go pay the Papa law, make I release my thoughts. But it is well. A good relationship is fantastic. It's really fantastic. So my brothers, I thank you all for your patience. I thank Princess. I will tell Chineke. Nigeria, I don't know why everyone the wrong book Canada. Everybody in day here. Yes, the only bad thing we'll get in Nigeria are politicians. Yes. Ordinary people. Look, Princess. Oh, I can't put it. Princess, long may you live. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for your pointing us in other directions, like yoga. Not be go church every day. Look deep into what spirituality is about. And that's a challenge. And it is for our own well-being. So I want to thank my brother, my friend, for, and I urge you to keep spreading this message, because it is important for us men to get it into our head that if your wife say, I bless you, don't hear am. Now one way traffic, no corner, no bending, no, and it's talking from experience. Me waiting a lot, they just they do this. You see how they shine? I feel the swagger. Oh wow! When you put your music, if they say you put Skelewu or you do you see, better marriage. So I thank all of you, and next year's program is still at this venue, and it's on the 8th of May to 2020. God will keep all of us alive, in good health of mind and body. We will come here, and more honest people will come tell us better. Like if I say land today, now lie. If you know this one, you know the other one. No. I used to think conferences na just go talk, but listening to last year, Wetin I Learn, this one, emotional intelligence. No, I go dey go conferences, even this one and other people own. Make I dey learn dey go, because as long as we keep learning, we keep evolving and we keep getting better. So I urge you all. I look forward to welcoming you in 2020 May 8th here. And we have started with the beginning of the conversation. We continued with conversation. We've expanded the conversation. Next year we will deepen the conversation. So we'll go in the here. We go. So when the man will go deep. So thank you, because those of you who have questions, as my sister Fina here say, na me go answer, no me go answer. If you have for Dr. Guano and Princess, maybe I ask them now. For the other people who don't go, when I get info at prideconference.org. Any question you wanna ask, all these, and you know none of them they form, they go answer them straight. Abi? Yeah. So if you have question, info at prideconference.org. We'll make sure the speakers give the answers to you straight. No corner, no bending, no forming. Pride conference, we know the form. If they come here, they form. We will tell you then, carry your hours go. You just have to be honest, open, so that we can learn. Because we all have our pains. We all have our pains. If I tell you my own wahala, you will say, I better carry your own, go back and carry my own business. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions for our two guests, fine. If you don't, we'll go for lunch and talk to each other, exchange numbers. Anybody about my number, I will give you. No wahala. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So on that note, if we don't have any questions, we are doing the presentation of plaques. Princess, please. Sincere appreciation to Princess Latifat-Momotu. For your invaluable contribution to the 2019 Pride Women Conference as one of the facilitators at the event, and your induction as an ambassador for emotional well-being, Friday, May 24, 2019. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. So please step forward, Dr. Bueno. My brother and my friend. My wife, my well-being, my wealth. It's a love we did there. So, on behalf of Pride Nigeria, our sincere appreciation, Dr. Basil Bueno, for your invaluable contributions to the 2019 Pride Women Conference as one of the facilitators of the event, and your induction as an ambassador for emotional well-being. Keep up the good work. Okay, let's go for lunch. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'll leave the pass.